Okay guys, so I've just had a couple of deliveries turn up, and basically what we're going to do is just go through what I got on camera. So we're going to start with the small package because I think the rods are a bit more exciting. So first up, I ordered some bits and bobs from AGM. AGM's really good if you haven't heard of it. The website is called AGM Discount Tackle, and I was just lacking on a few things, so I basically just replenished what I didn't already have or have and just needed more of. So let's get into this, if we can open it, because it looks very nicely packaged. First thing I got, some Crazy Fish Nimbles, a 2.5 inch. This is like what I'd call a watermelon red flake colour. They call it colour 6, so that's very helpful. I've also got some big vibro fats that they do. These are really good fished on a really light swim bait hook. You can get such a nice action. And this time of year, some places I'm fishing still have tons of weed. So these are going to be perfect, and in white I'm going to be able to see them. To match up to them swim baits, I've got some big bite bait swim bait hooks. These are 4.0 hooks, and I believe they're 3.5 or 7 gram. 7 gram, okay. And I got 4 of those, so 4 swim baits, 4 hooks. And a really good weedless hook that I like is the VMC ultralight worm hook or super light worm hook. These are a really fine wire construction, and they are just what they say on the tin. They're a really light hook. I really like the hook point on them, super sharp as you always get with VMC. And these aren't too expensive as well. I think these were like $2.99. So yeah, really good. Now I've been doing a lot of Ned rig fishing recently, and the TRD heads from Z-Man are really expensive. So I've went with these ones, the VMC Dominator Half Moons. They're the same as the Ned head, but they're a lot cheaper. I think you get 4 in a pack for around £2.50 instead of paying for 5, and it's about nearly 6 quid. So these are a good option. I got them in the 2.7 gram, and I got a few different colours. And these I'm going to use with most of my Z-Man plastics because they're really buoyant, so they work really well on the Ned rig. Also got some big game offset hooks by Crazy Fish. Everybody knows Crazy Fish, they're a really great brand. And I use the Chevroshka hooks they do because they're really fine wire and you can actually bend them out on snags. But I've never tried the big game hooks that they do, and I saw them looking at me on the website, so I thought I'd grab a few. So these would do for like my 4-inch shads, 3-inch shads. So that was my AGM order. I think all in all it came to just over 30 quid posted, so a really good value for money from AGM. Now, let's get into the rods, because I love rods. I'm going to open the cheaper rod first. I bought a rod on Fish Deal because, as you know, Fish Deal is like a subscription email service. They email you with deals every day, and it's really cheap stuff. Like sometimes they have Western Chatties for like £1 for 2. And I saw this travel rod. I've been looking for a travel rod, and I saw it to replace a rod that's broken for me recently, and it just fit the role perfectly. So let's open this. So, as you can see, this is the Berkeley Urban Camo. This is a 6'9", 12 to 38 gram medium heavy action travel rod. So 4 pieces, and we'll get it out for you, show you guys now. I bought a travel rod just because a lot of places that I go, oh, it even comes in its own bag inside the travel rod. A lot of places I go are like public transport. I live in London and it's a bit packed everywhere, so it's nicer to have pack down things, and also this means I can take it in hand luggage if I do go abroad. So let's have a look at this. Boop. So there you are, guys. That is, oh, that's a very nice short grip actually. That is the Berkeley Urban Camo, as you can see. And on this rod, I'll be chucking them 4-inch swim baits on the swim bait hook. This rod's got a really nice tip on it, and I'll be able to set the hooks. I might get something a little bit heavier for fishing like frogs in summer, but we'll give it a go, definitely. This is a delivery from Todd Manor, and I was looking to get a lighter bait casting rod, because I use my Shimano Canon on a 7-21 Major Craft Go Emotion, and I feel like the Canon can cast a bit lighter. I've got the YGK upgrade 8-strand on it, and I can cast, you know, a 2 gram weight really nicely. So I don't really feel like, I think it's been a bit wasted on that 7-21. So I thought I'd order a lighter bait casting rod, and if I can open this, I'll show you. It's coming. Okay, there we go. So we'll show you the rod last because I'm really excited about it. So I got some of the Shrooms finesse jig heads from Z-Man just because I've never tried them before. They look really good. They've got that weed guard on them, and I've been really enjoying fishing jigs recently. So I got the 1/8 ounce, and I got them in a really dark green colour just because natural colours in clear water, and that's where I'm fishing most of the time. To go on the back of them and to go on my Texas rigs, I got the Punch Craws in California Craw. That's my favourite colour to fish on the TRD, so I thought I'd try this in the California Craw and see how I do. And last but not least, I needed some snaps. Recently I've lost one of my tackle boxes that had all my little drop shot hooks, small jig and offset hooks. I had all my snaps and swivels in there. So I thought I'd buy these. I remember seeing some guys talking on Facebook about the Heracles U snaps, and at $125 for 10 pieces, you can't really go wrong. These are a 14-pound breaking strain snap, and they are tiny. This is a Crazy Bass. It's, I believe, a 3 to 11 gram. And it's a really light bait casting rod basically. It is a BFS rod, but I haven't got really like the tight BFS reel or anything. But this looks very nice. I like this already. So this is the C632ml, so I'm guessing it's a 6'3". This cost me $84.99, and there was also the Tailwalk that was $129.99. I didn't really see the reason behind it. Tailwalk's growing in popularity in the UK at the moment. So there you have it, guys. That's the Crazy Bass. It's a really nice light rod. Feels really crisp actioned actually. I'll be able to cast my little 3-inch shads on this perfectly. And I'll be fishing them Crazy Fishing Imballs and them Z-Man Punch Crawls on this sort of rod. I'm going to be using really fine braid, light fluorocarbon, fine wire hooks, and some weedless presentations and some standard jig like the Ned rig. And I'm sure I'll have a lot of fun with this rod. So I'm going to go pack these things up, get the rubbish put in the bin, and I want to go fishing.